Hello everybody, a very quick video on 3 distinct topics today. MSTR's big day, HIMS and Figma, and I will be making my MSTR earnings video tomorrow. After all of the dust settles, I'm going to spend my afternoon studying this call and make sure I give you all a good video on that. So expect the MSTR video on the earnings tomorrow. I'll probably want to be one of the later channels to do it. But anyways, let's go. Let's talk about MSTR's big day. So Saylor posted a teaser in the morning, a teaser with of course some pretty well-known influencers. I mean, especially Preston Pish and Lynn Alden. These have been around a long time in Bitcoin. Not the first time Saylor brings in Lynn Alden. You may remember the strategy day or investor day. I can't remember which day. She's made a few speeches for Saylor at this corporate event. So not the first time. Very wise, and I'm very happy about this. So I can't wait to listen to the conference call. I think it's gonna go over. I do want to discuss the price of Bitcoin, though, because, of course, we were very excited this morning. Everybody was excited about Strategy's call coming up. And TradFi does TradFi. So I'm sorry, there's going to be a little bit of ranting in this video because I'm going to talk about Figma at the end. But, like, you can't make this up. So in my time zone, the market closes at 3 p.m., right? And you know, so you can't make this up. It's 20 minutes. Market is closing in about 20 minutes. It's like, and look at this pattern. This was yesterday, 24 hours ago. It closed at 116, and then it bounces back up at night, and then during the day, and then every time at the end of the day, it closes. Like, what is this manipulation going on to the price of Bitcoin? Like, what kind of trades are some of these hedge funds placing? This short-term price movement is very manipulated. It's very frustrating. Something perhaps to know if you're interested in adding to strategy or adding to anything related to Bitcoin is maybe wait until the end of the day because there's some manipulation going on here. This is like a few days that this pattern is always the same. Oh, it crashes, and then at 3 p.m., boom, it's 3 p.m., market close, it bounces right back up. Like, what in the world? Anyways, that was the point of frustration here. Let's talk about HIMS and LifeMD. Like I said, I've been very busy this summer. I haven't had a chance to make another video. We broke all-time high on HIMS. I mean, essentially, right? We broke all-time. I think we actually did it. Anyways, we broke all-time high on HIMS. A pretty stunning rally ever since the Novo Care. And, you know, when you saw the direction of Novo stock price, we can really tell who won and who did not win. But anyways, the key question for HIMS, you know, I follow the pair LifeMD to HIMS pretty closely. And I always ask myself the question, well, which is the cheaper stock between both of them? And I would argue that right now we are back at a delta where LifeMD looks more interesting. So right now, and of course I own both stocks, and right now I would be more interested in adding to LifeMD than I would be interested in adding to HIMS. I think HIMS could get a little out of itself. We'll see. We'll see with the earnings what's going to happen. But you know, I think it's climbing a little fast. So just be mindful that the pair is looking more favorable for LifeMD in my view right now. I would not be adding HIMS at these levels, but then again, it's my third biggest position, HIMS, right? So it's a big bag for me. I don't want to add too much to it. Remember, on this channel we got in HIMS at like $6 on this channel. So it's like this is a long time ago now. Anyways, the last point. And it's a rant against Robinhood, like right now. Like, Robinhood really, they tied up, and I assume this is the same for most of you. They tied up a bunch of my cash because I put the order, 5 or 6 days ago? They tie up so much of your cash for your order, right? And then at allocation time, you find out that you only get one share. Let me give you, I have never, ever had a position of one share in my entire career of investing. I have never bought just one share. That has never, ever happened. Like, of course I don't want it if it's going to be one share. Like, this is ridiculous. Compared to the money tied up, you know, the what is it, the $70 made on this? Like, that doesn't even cover the opportunity cost of tying up that money for 5 days. So Robinhood, this is not very good right now. Like what is going on? How do your members only get one share? Like, anyways, so it's a pretty sour experience for this IPO process. So I don't think I'm going to be participating in IPOs in the future. I don't think I'm going to do that because if it's not even worth, if you don't even get enough shares to cover the cash that you had to tie up to put in that order, it makes very little sense. So anyways, the point I'm trying to say is also Figma probably got a little ripped off here. Like this was a mispriced IPO. It should have priced much higher. So it's about who knows who in the field of IPOs, and I guess you have to be a special investor to get the gains. And you may remember my video on Figma. I had said that I found that they undervalued it, especially compared to Adobe. Like I had found it very undervalued at $33. I liked it at $33. At $112, I don't like it as much. It's more expensive now. So I'll be adding it to the spreadsheet and following it. But if it stays sky high like that, I'm not gonna be interested. But now I'm like, and here's the thing: you're like, oh well, sell it, but you can't really sell it, right? You have to wait 30 days, otherwise you get flagged. So what the hell? So I have like a position for a share, and let me know how many of you are in this situation. There you go. As 160,000 investor anyways. So looking forward to the call of strategy today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. This was not investment advice, not financial advice. This is only entertainment. I hope you were entertained. Please like, please subscribe, follow me on Patreon, and follow me on X. Have a great afternoon.